Hickman, Senior Vice President of Icy Strait Point. We're standing on the trestle of the Wilderness Landing Dock at Icy Strait Point. Just over a year ago, on May 1st, 2019, we held the groundbreaking ceremony for the dock, and soon after the Uplands construction began, and we have since completed the transporter gondola, and the mountaintop gondola is well in progress. The arrival experience at Icy Strait Point, whether guests are coming in at the Adventure Landing Dock or the new Wilderness Landing Dock, is unique in that it's nature. The guests that are even on the top decks of the ship can't see vehicles, they don't hear vehicle noise, they don't smell exhaust, they get true Alaska wilderness. The Wilderness Landing Dock at Icy Strait Point can handle all of the largest cruise ships currently sailing to Alaska, including the Norwegian Joy, the Norwegian Bliss, Royal Caribbean's Ovation of the Seas. The structure is absolutely magnificent. The float is 500 feet long by 50 feet. It has beautiful trestles, beautiful colors, and it sits right out here in the Alaska wilderness. The Wilderness Landing Dock is located about 1/2 mile from the Adventure Landing Dock, which was the first dock at Icy Strait Point. And the big question becomes, how do you get from one to the other? And the answer is the transporter gondola system. The gondola systems are absolutely unique and amazing in the fact that you can load 8 people per cabin. Each cabin departs every 10.3 seconds, meaning a huge number of people, up to 2,800 people, can move from one dock over to the other dock in just 1 hour. The great thing about the gondola cabins is that everybody gets a seat, everybody gets a view. The Icy Strait Point retail building directly behind me is about 1,300 square foot of retail that the guests will see just as they come off the trestle. Now, one of the most important things we do here at Icy Strait Point is sell tours and get guests out on some incredible experiences. And as guests walk off the Wilderness Landing cruise ship dock, one of the first buildings they see is the tour sales building. This building is designed to entice people in. It has heat right out in front of it, so guests can walk in, peruse the different opportunities that they have to go out on tour and purchase a tour and head right out for a great experience. Besides the transporter gondola, which is a beautiful green color that matches the forest as you travel through the forest over to the Adventure Landing, we also will have the very, very red mountaintop gondola, which is going to transport people from sea level all the way up to 1,600 feet elevation at the top of Hoonah Mountain. Next to each of the gondola systems, there are storage buildings that hold all of the gondola cabins through the winter months. So in the summer, when all the cabins go onto the lines, these buildings become available for very unique opportunities. We'll have retail involved inside the buildings. We'll have the S'mores and More Cafe. We're gonna have Zip Rider check-in, and so guests can come and use these buildings in the summer, and then they are used to protect the gondola cabins in the winter. If you've been to the Adventure Center at Icy Strait Point, one of the best tour departure buildings in the world, you'll find that here at the Wilderness Landing, we'll be using the mountaintop storage building for the same purpose. Guests can get off the ship, head to the mountaintop storage building, which will be called the Departure Den, to wait for their tours like the Bear Search, the ATV, the City Tour, the Forest Tour. At Icy Strait Point, we always want to give our guests a warm, dry, comfortable place to meet their tours. So we've talked about the Wilderness Landing Dock and the arrival experience and what guests are going to see. However, the Adventure Landing Dock, the first cruise ship dock at Icy Strait Point, is also changed. As guests arrive at the Adventure Landing, they're going to be seeing the return terminal for the transporter gondola. They'll be watching the gondola cabins come into the courtyard and depart back over to the Wilderness Landing. It's going to add movement and excitement and something that guests will not see at any other cruise ship port in the world. As far as the state of construction, the Wilderness Landing Dock is complete and ready for ships. The transporter gondola system is also complete. However, we're awaiting commissioning by the state and federal agencies, and as soon as travel opens up, we'll get that commission most likely in early July. The Uplands buildings are essentially ready to go, and the only thing left to do is the Mountaintop Gondola. So we'll be working on that through the rest of the summer, and we should be complete and ready to roll for the 2021 cruise ship season.